Give me every time I've got to go in and set this up like you cannot believe. I don't know what the hell happened, but it's driving me absolutely out of my mind. Okay. So let's talk about, we've got a lot to talk about tonight. Let me just make sure that we are live because I don't want to be sitting here talking and we're not live. Believe. Okay. Okay, we are. Hi, Captain Lee. Gail B. And I'm in top chat, not in live chat. Where's Binky? She can never find it either. Hopefully they'll get their butts over here. There's 20 over here now. Hi, Debbie Shrinky. Okay. Let's talk about this Michigan guy. I'm going to pull his picture over there. He kidnapped a daughter. He tells the mother, if you call the cops, you'll have to search for their bones. Here's the guy. And what the heck in the heck? Okay. So he is accused of kidnapping his 7-year-old daughter from his ex-wife's home in Pennsylvania on Sunday. He was arrested on Wednesday, still in Pennsylvania. Police say the little girl has been brought back to her mother, and Jafar Al-Maraj, I'm probably butchering his name, Al-Maraj, faces multiple charges including kidnapping and making terroristic threats. The important thing is the girl is safe, said the Mill Creek Township Police Chief Carter Mook. The situation could have been much worse. Detective Adam Hardner said that Jafar had gone to Pennsylvania for a weekend visit. The mother, who has the sole custody of the child, left her with her father on Sunday when she went to work. Soon after, she received a text from Jafar. Jafar sent her a text stating that if she called the police, they would have to search for their bones. The search for them went back to Dearborn, where Jafar lives, but his black Jeep Wrangler was ultimately spotted in Pennsylvania near Pittsburgh, about 2 hours from Mill Creek, where the mother lives. U.S. Marshals followed him back, and he turned himself in. Wow. Nutty, okay? Now he'll never have visitation again. Really crazy. Crazy. Okay. Then we're going to talk about this designer who was found dead on a boat. So the New York woman was found dead on a boat in Suffolk County on August 5th. She's been identified as a Manhattan, New York designer. She arrived at the Montauk Yacht Club. Police arrived there at Montauk Yacht Club on Tuesday. That's on Star Island Road. And they went there because they received a report of an unconscious woman on a docked boat. Despite attempts by Good Samaritans to use CPR to revive her, their efforts were not successful. She was pronounced dead at the scene, and her name Martha Nolan O. Slatara, only 33 years old. Preliminary examination revealed inconclusive results on the cause of death. Now, she was the East by East clothing brand founder and the director of operations for K4 Capital Management in New York, originally from Ireland. She said in 2024 that she moved to New York to follow her ambitions. I was the small town girl who needed to get out and achieve her big dreams. I always knew I wanted to be successful, that I was money driven, business driven, and that fashion is a tough industry and it won't be a slow road. She launched East by East in the Hamptons in 2023. Residents in the area described her as kind and welcoming. She was well known in the community. She was very friendly, always smiling, said one of the residents. There's going to be a lot of conversation out of this. Meanwhile, some members of the yacht club said that they heard screaming coming from the docks late Monday night. Crime scene investigators were reportedly at the scene throughout the night on Monday, along with the Suffolk County Crime Lab van. Suffolk County Police Homicide Squad detectives are currently investigating the case. So yeah, what the heck happened there? Was it something? Was it foul play? What was going on? What was the screams about? I don't know. Okay, and then a Florida mom, instead of hiring a babysitter or trying to get family members to help out, she left her home She was arrested on Tuesday when she returned from a 2-week trip to Las Vegas, where she abandoned her child and multiple dogs alone in a trash and feces-filled home in Palatka, Florida. Putnam County deputies responded to a call for a welfare check Monday night before Jessica Copeland, 37 years old, returned home. They found an adult who told them everything was fine and even brought out a teenager. The child came outside, talked to deputies, and told them everything was fine. There were no issues. No issues until another family member contacted the sheriff's office and this time provided video evidence of the interior of the home. Deputies returned and made contact with the child they said was in control of the residence. The child told them their mother had left for Las Vegas on July 21st without leaving adequate resources. The child said they had to rely on others to bring him food. Inside the home, deputies found poop everywhere and large bowls of water that contained various insects. The child stated that the home has been that way for years. He stated this is the way Jessica keeps the house, and she refuses to clean. Large dogs were found emaciated in the home, clearly without water or food. Water that was available was not clean. The sheriff's office said the dogs were taken to animal control and will be rehabilitated, although they will require veterinarian care. Copeland is in jail without bond on multiple felony charges, including child neglect and animal cruelty. The child is said to be safe. To Vegas. And then, let me see here. Next, we have this situation here. Poor, really sad. Okay. Let me get this up here. Hold on, we're going to talk about the horrible situation that happened on a lake in North Carolina. Just trying to get the graphic up here and it doesn't want to. It's taking forever to load for some reason. I don't know why. Here we go. Okay, beautiful little girl. Just going out, trying to have a nice time, going out. You think you're going to have a nice time on the lake. And then horrible tragedy. So Brooklyn May Carroll 10 passed away at the scene on Saturday afternoon when a boater identified as Quentin Gregory Knight, 40, allegedly plowed his boat into a group of people at Sheeran Harris Lake. The crash happened near Cross Point Access Area, according to North Carolina Wildlife Commission. Kite had been operating his boat when he crashed into swimmers at about 100 feet offshore. Another victim, Jennifer Stale, was seriously injured and had to have her leg amputated. Oh my gosh. The defendant is now facing felony operating a motor vessel while under the influence, unintentionally causing serious injury to another person and related charges. On Monday, the Chatham County District Attorney Jeff Neiman stated that investigators collected 39 empty beer cans from Kite's boat. Investigators found additional alcohol containers outside the vessel, which police believe belonged to others on Kite's boat. He is behind bars on $500,000 secure bond amount. Court records indicate Kite is facing a pending charge in Moore County after a December 2023 felony hit-and-run incident that caused injuries. According to the Sun Centennial, Brooklyn was scheduled to start 5th grade at Westlake Elementary School in Apex. The woman who was a friend of Brooklyn's mother was a school social worker, the one that lost her leg. Our family experienced an unimaginable tragedy, the sudden and heartbreaking loss of our sweet Brooklyn May, a GoFundMe fundraiser for Brooklyn's families read. Bibi was a light in every room she entered, with an infectious smile, a loving heart, and a spirit that touched everyone who knew her. Her laughter, kindness, and energy brought so much joy to her family and friends. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Prayers for them. That's horrendous. Okay. And what is the... Let me see here what... Just so I can see what we have to do that. I know we have done this, that we've done... Okay, we're going to go to the killed by the 14-year-old son, which is another unbelievable thing. Okay, here we go here. So we've got these parents. 14-year-old boy in Florida was arrested on Monday, 14, after he called 911 and reported that he'd shot and killed his parents and was waiting to be arrested in a church parking lot. Trevor Lee. Oh, that's so weird that I know a Trevor Lee. Has been charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder in the deaths of David Lee, 44 years old, and Brandy Smith, 45. That's according to the Clay County Sheriff's Office. Deputies responded to the church and to the home just over a mile away, where they found Leanne Smith dead from gunshot wounds. The teenager was taken into custody without incident. Based upon a preliminary investigation, we're still early in this investigation. It appears that some sort of domestic argument Sunday night between Trevor Lee and his parents, said Sheriff Michelle Cook. Cook said the boy shot his parents with their gun and left it at the scene. We extend our deepest sympathies to the family, friends, and all those impacted by this heartbreaking event, said the sheriff's office. Our final thoughts remain with them. Our thoughts remain with them as we navigate, as they navigate this unimaginable loss. Unbelievable. What the heck? So he knew what the consequences were. He calls 911, and says he's waiting to be arrested. Unbelievable. I don't know what the heck, right? Okay, this is... there's a case here. Okay. All right, let me get this. Let's see what's going on over here. United Airlines. Still stuff happening, with the airlines constantly, right? Oh, wow. Winning lottery ticket worth $1 million sold in Brooklyn. Trying to find this other thing here. Hold on 1 minute. So that woman that we just talked about, the one on the boat, the 33-year-old. Okay, here's the Montauk Yacht Club. And it says that a preliminary investigation and examination were inconclusive. An autopsy did not show evidence of violence, police said in an update Wednesday. Her final cause of death is pending further examination. Okay, so Montauk Yacht Club spans 16 acres on Lake Montauk. Spokesperson said the club was saddened to learn of the incident that took place and is cooperating with law enforcement. Okay. Thought there was... Okay, so what happened here on this? This missing... On July 30th, a judge sentenced Frederick Wingington Jr. to life plus 3 years for the 2023 murder of his wife, Elsie Wingington. Amherst County, Virginia. The judge in Amherst County, Virginia, sentenced Frederick Wingington Jr. to life in prison for the murder of his wife, Elsie. In May of 2024, Elsie's story was featured in Dateline's Missing in America series. Dateline spoke with her daughter, Sativa Rucker, her friend Tracy Coleman, her sister Victoria Seal, and Sheriff Jimmy Ayers from Amherst County. Elsie was a director of nursing. She worked at the Fairmont Crossing Health Rehabilitation Center in Amherst. Her sister Victoria said she loved what she did. The sheriff said that Elsie's husband, Frederick, called the police on June 26 of 2023. He wanted to report her missing, and he said he saw her the night before wearing pajamas and packing a bag. Elsie's family and friends said they never believed she'd leave without saying anything. She would never put her kids through this kind of heartache, said her friend Tracy Coleman. This is the husband who was found guilty. Okay, so they, in August of 2024, investigators searched the Amherst County property Elsie and Frederick had shared. Well, it's a long time afterwards, huh? During that search, authorities discovered human remains buried beneath a concrete slab on the property. They were later identified as Elsie's remains. Frederick Wingington was arrested and charged with concealment of a body, first-degree murder, and concealment of a firearm. In late April 2025, Wingington went on trial for the firearm and murder charges. During the trial, prosecutors played a 2024 video interview with a fellow inmate who claimed Wingington confessed to killing Elsie while they were in jail together. He also claimed Wingington said he would end up on Dateline. On May 2nd, a jury found Wingington guilty of first-degree murder. He was sentenced on July 30th to life plus 3 years. Wingington was also charged with concealing a body. Earlier this month, he entered an Alford plea, acknowledging that prosecutors had enough evidence to convict him while maintaining his innocence. In January of 2025, Wingington Jr.'s ex-wife, Patricia Wingington, was arrested and charged with 1 count of accessory after the fact and 1 count of obstructing justice. She was released on bond shortly afterwards. In 2020, Elsie filed for divorce from Frederick. She claimed that her husband had continued to see his wife, Patricia, while they were married. According to her arrest warrant, Patricia moved into the couple's home the same weekend Elsie was killed. She has not yet entered a plea to the charges against her. Her next court date is set for August 21st of 2025. And here she is. Okay, let me see here. There was another big thing about you're going to lay down and listen, you're sleepy. I'm sleepy too. Do you know that? I think I'm going to do the word cookie and I'm going to go to bed. It's been a long, long day. It's been a long, hard day. I'm tired. It's Pink, you made it. You made it. Okay. Sand. Oh, sand. And sandy, yeah. Very good. Hi, Heart. You're tired too? You're 3 hours behind us. Come on. I think I tried, Denise. I got it. Tans. You got it too. Just me. Very good. We did it. We did it. We did it in a minute. Okay. Wow. I can't believe this. This got to slow down. It's got to slow down. I'm not ready to go into winter. I'm not ready to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to do it. All right. Okay, guys. I'm going to call it a night. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Everybody be good. See you later. Good night. I've got to go to bed. I can't get my eyes open.